everybody, Yo from FT86 Speed Factory here bringing you some new products for the FRS and BRZ. Today we got the Spyder LED headlights for the Scion FRS and Subaru BRZ. These just came in on a pallet last week. Haven't really had much time to mess around with them, but we wanted to get you guys a video on the wiring, some of the features of the headlight, and how they look installed on our car. So here they are, finally, brand new from SEMA. These are the angel eye projectors. So you have an angel eye ring that is around your projector headlight there, all black housing, much like the Winjets, and also the same kind of LED strip here that is for your daytime running lamps. But also integrated in this headlight is the turn signals, which is this bottom strip right here, and those will be an amber colored LED strip when you're using your turn signals. Very cool product. These should look pretty cool, and we're going to show you that here in a bit. Next thing we're going to do, we'll show you some close-ups, and then also we'll go over all this wiring that's happening on the back here. Okay, let's take a look at some of the wiring that's going on back here. When you first look at it, it does look like a bit of a mess. There is a lot going on back here, but really it's pretty simple. First thing you'll notice is the connector for your OEM harness. This will go directly into where your OEM headlights were connected at. Pretty simple there, just plug it in, plug and play. On the back you'll notice a few exposed wires. They're labeled parking. These wires actually aren't of any use for us. I believe Spyder used the same connector that they use for a lot of other cars where everything's wired into every pin, and they simply use the same connector for other applications. So sometimes they have to use these wires, sometimes they don't. In this case they didn't, so just disregard those and you're good to go. From there we can open up the back of the housing here and see where the headlight bulb would be, your projector. Pretty simple, everything's wired up for you already. You can pop this bulb out and use something like a H11 bulb or something from a diode where you can get your HID kits. So we have those on the shelf as well that we can pop into these to get that HID look for you. Close that up. Moving on from there, you can see these wires are going directly to a ballast that is integrated into the headlight already for you. No need to wire this ballast up at all. This ballast is for your LED strip for your daytime running lamp option there. So that is already good and ready for you. No need to mess with that. Down here you'll see these yellow and black wires. And the yellow and black wires are for your turn signal feature on the headlight. You'll have a black for a ground and a yellow for a power signal. So you'll need to find a ground and then splice this into your power wire for the turn signals. So that's why they give you a little bit of extra wiring there so that you can go down a little bit lower to where our factory turn signals are located, down in the bumper there. So we'll show you where we splice in there, and then those are done. From there, our last feature is going to be our angel eye on this headlight, and down here on the bottom you've got a connector coming out from a pink and white wire, and this goes directly into your ballast that comes with this kit as well. It'll be taped down here somewhere and you can grab that. It's got 3M adhesive on the back so you can put this somewhere secure in the car. Once that happens, you can wire it up. You'll have a signal power red wire and a ground wire black. Get those powered up to do the angel eyes. So you can use this red signal wire to splice into either your DRL function, your parking light function, or your headlight function. We're going to use the headlight function, so the angel eyes will come on with the headlights, and we'll show you that as well. From there, you've got the two connectors on the back. Again, this is another thing where Spyder just uses the same ballast for a couple other applications. So there's 2 connectors when only you need one. Since we only have one angel eye, other applications have 2. So you can just shrink wrap that or disregard one of those connectors. And then the other connector goes directly onto your pink and white wire here. So pretty simple. That connects right up and you're good to go. Next we will get these installed and see how they look. Okay guys, now we are at the front of the vehicle. We've already got the OEM headlights off, the bumper off, and all that stuff that was required to get the headlights out of the way. What you're looking at now is the OEM harness. That is the connector for your headlights. If you guys need any information on how to get the bumper off and the headlight assembly out, we do have another video up on our YouTube channel that is for the Windjet install. We figured it'd be pretty redundant to do it over again, so if you guys need a reference with that, you guys can go check out that video as well to get you to this step here. What we're going to do now is splice into our headlight connector so we can get our ballast installed for the angel eye option that is on these Spyder headlights that we are installing today. So what we need to do is splice into the ground wire, which is a black wire, and the red signal wire, which we're going to go into the headlight function. So when your headlights are on, the angel eyes are going to be turned on. So what you need here is either an X-Acto knife if you want to do it. If you want to be a little careful and cut around that yourself with an X-Acto knife, you can do that. Or you can grab yourself some of these wire crimpers, wire cutters. These things are pretty awesome. You grab the wire and then they pull it to expose some of that wire. Great tool you can grab probably at like Harbor Freight or something like that. We think they're great if you're wiring up stuff a lot. So we go ahead and use those. From the harness connector here, there is a red wire, a full red wire, and then a solid black wire. So solid red and solid black on the connector. What we've already done is we've exposed some of that wire using these wire cutters, wire crimpers on here. So basically you would just get on that wire, expose some of that, and that is where you're going to be splicing into these. Let me try to get a close-up for you on the connector. And there you can see that. Solid red and solid black. Just a little spot for the splice there. What you want to do is solder that connection and get that ballast on there. And then put some electrical tape over that or shrink wrap it, whatever you need to do. But since we're doing this just as a demo, we are just going to wrap the wire around the connections, since this is just a temporary install just for demonstration purposes. And we'll go from there. Okay, next up we're going to go ahead and splice it into the turn signal. So what you're looking at is the OEM headlight connector up here that we were just messing with. You're going to follow that down, and we are actually still connected to the turn signal that goes into our bumper on our FRS. So from there we can use the red and the black wire, and same thing, use that wire crimper or that X-Acto knife, expose some of that wire, and then you will put your black wire from your headlight to the ground here, the black, and then the yellow wire on the headlight to the red, which is the signal or power wire here. So we've got these cut open and exposed again. Again, just use some solder, get that soldered in, tape it up with electrical tape or some heat shrink to get a nice solid connection there. We're just going to wrap this around just for demonstration, and we're pretty much done with the wiring. Okay guys, so we got everything buttoned up, bumper back on, all the wires and connections in their place for these Spyder headlights, so we're going to take a look at what they look like. So Jeremy's in the car, he's got the car fired up already, and we're going to go through the functions. So there is your daytime running lamps. You got that LED strip going for you when you are just driving along during the day with no other lights on. There's your turn signal. They're integrated there on that headlight now. Parking lights, just like normal still. And then those are your headlights. And as you can notice on the headlights, the angel eye also got enabled, so that is the ring that is around the projector. It's kind of tough to see while you're looking at it directly from the camera, so I'm going to try to sneak around and take a look at that for you. And there you go. So you can see that the angel eye or halo ring is on when you turn on the headlights. So we wire directly into the headlight function, so that's when they turn on, is when the headlights are on. You can check out another place to wire into, like maybe the DRL function or something like that, to have those turn on when you do that, or even both. So that's up to you guys to decide. Pretty cool product. Just got these in and they are in stock now on our website. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below or shoot us an email at sales@ft86speedfactory.com or give us a call, 888-885-2002. See you guys.